When did the simple handheld fans evolve into electric ones, and later on, fancy portable electric fans? What's the history behind this essential appliance? Good day to you, sir. I am Natalie De La Cruz Ongsiaco from BS Psychology 2-1, here today to present a brief but informative video on the history of the fan. All great inventions start from somewhere. For the fan, it began with the ancient Egyptians around 1300 BC. The earliest man-made renditions of the fan primarily featured feathers as the main material. Archaeologists discovered that the pharaoh Tutankhamun was buried with 8 fans called shut. Some of these fans had long sticks that slaves or attendants carried to fan him with. Others were small hand fans made out of gold and other precious materials together with ostrich feathers. Aside from cooling and repelling insects, these served as status symbols and a sign of authority for Egyptian royalty. The use of feather fans began to spread across other civilizations. Royalty and court ladies usually had their own fan-bearer attendants. In China, around 400 BC, they used peacock feathers or woven reeds to make circular-shaped fans called yushan. Common folk use goose feathers instead, which includes the one favored by Chinese military strategist Zhuge Liang. Fast forward to the creation of circular silk fans, which brings us back to China. In 100s AD or earlier, the Chinese used linen or silk with ivory handles or hemp with bamboo handles to make flat circular fans called tuanshan. These fans usually had calligraphy or illustrations painted on them. These were popular among court ladies and scholars. In 500s AD, Chinese traders brought them to Japan where they called it uchiwa fans. The third point of development is the pleated fan. The first pleated circular fans made of parchment appeared during the time of the Roman Empire. After the empire fell, these continued to be used at home and especially in church. In 800s AD, the so-called flabellum or liturgical fan were used by priests and bishops to cool down and ward off insects, but later served as a symbol of honor during Mass. The longest and most prevalent period of development for the fan was the creation of folding fans. The earliest known of its kind was called hyogi from Nara City, Japan back in 747 AD. Wood strips were fastened together by metal and string on opposite ends. Soon after, artists began to add paper and silk covers to paint it similarly to the previous uchiwa fan. These fans were commonly used by geishas when dancing for patrons, but were also used for modesty by noble women such as Empress Haruko. In 900s AD, Korean ambassadors gifted them to Song Dynasty emperors of China. Folding fans were popularized in the Ming Dynasty by Emperor Yongle when he gave them as gifts to his followers. Then, artists such as Xie Shitun began to paint on the fans. In 1513 AD, European traders exchanged goods for these fans. The arrival of the Industrial Revolution paved the way for the modern fans we use today. Schuyler Wheeler, an American engineer, created the buzz fan in 1882. This prototype of the first electric fan had no protection case and only had 2 propellers attached to the motor. These were expensive to make and unsafe to use. Philip Diehl, a German-American inventor, was the one who patented the first ceiling fan in 1889, which later led to the creation of the first rotating fan in 1907. He made this by mounting fan blades on a sewing machine motor and attaching it to a ceiling, adding a ball joint to make it spin. Jane Evans was an interior designer who sold her idea of a fan with a propeller design and a cage to Emerson Electric in 1932. This fan was known as the Silver Swan fan, a faster, quieter, and more efficient design that kick-started the commercialization of fans. Last but not the least are the portable rechargeable fans. The current leading producer of portable fan products is Jisoo Life, a Chinese company based in Shenzhen, China, established in 2016. They use materials such as ABS, plastic, aluminum alloy, and lithium-ion batteries. Their products became popular due to portability, powerful cooling, and long battery life. The older fans were efficient enough yet had to be used manually to generate wind. The materials are naturally sourced, but there are ethical considerations to be made with the feather fans. However, the cost to make and purchase these is still within reasonable price points. In terms of sustainability and environmental impact, handcrafted fans are much more environmentally friendly and can still be used even today. On the other hand, Electric fans, especially the portable variation, are much more efficient by a tenfold because of its motorized qualities. Yet, in terms of environmental impact, these use more rare earth and non renewable materials compared to crafted fans. The cost to make and purchase these products also come at a higher budget. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope this discussion has provided new insights.